I noticed Russ had actually printed one of these NASA spanners, well, wrenches, and I recently printed one of these for my friend Dave. He's a mechanic, he works on cars. But yeah, I discovered one of the flaws with it, and this is a partial print. Well, the print actually failed on this one. It got so far through and it failed. One of the problems with these spanners is there's a little peg here, and it's actually bonded to the gear, right? It's actually attached to the gear. It's often not completely free. So what you've got to do is you've got to basically turn it upside down. You've got to get a knife, a very sharp knife, right? You have to, oh sorry about that, you have to look at the angle exactly where that gear meets the peg, and you have to go on the other side, and if you look carefully, there's a hole at the back, and you basically stick your knife right down that point there at the back. And what you actually do is you separate as the knife goes in, you actually separate the gear from the peg. Right, can you see that? This is on these NASA 3D printed wrenches. You've got to stick your knife right down that crack down there. So here's one I've just 3D printed, and this will be exactly the same problem. So what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is going to free up this peg, and I'm going to stick my knife down this crack until you get to something solid, and I can feel I've hit the bottom there. Now pull the knife out. The next step to free the wrench, it's a simple step. Next step is to get the knife, go all the way around the perimeter like this. You don't need any brute force, you just need to find its own way. Let the knife find its own way down, and just wiggle it and go all the way around like this. I thought I'd do this video because there's a lot of people seem to be struggling and bashing it on the table, sticking it in the vise. Well, you don't need to do that if you know exactly what the problem is. You can use a surgical approach, and you can sort the problem out without any problems. You just got to watch you don't stab yourself with a flipping knife. I cut myself earlier, that's why I'm being a little bit wary, so I need to keep my finger behind here. So yeah, there's some little obstacles. I can feel them as I'm going around, and I'm actually freeing it now. It's already starting to feel like it's loosening up. Go all the way around. This is a tricky part because I'm coming towards myself a bit now. Right, I'm going from the other way now. So basically this is the surgical approach. Right, now I'm almost being right the way around. As I say, you've got to go in at a 45-degree angle like that to actually sort this out. I mean, if it wasn't for that failed print where I saw what the problem was, I wouldn't have known myself. But I'm not trying to cut this up, I'm just trying to separate the two pieces. And look at that. Oh, I saw it move. It's actually free. Oh, it's just the top end that wants doing now. Now the top end, it's the same thing really. You stick your knife in, but it's tricky because of this thing here. So another thing you can do is to use a hook. Let me just I've got some new tools the other day. Let me just go and get those. I got a precision screwdriver set, and all I need to do is get my hook. It's well, I've got two little hook things, and it's probably the easiest way, and that's to stick the hook down. Actually, I probably want. Well, that's probably the best one. Just get the hook down, and then put it on a flat surface. Get the hook underneath, and just wiggle. Well, go around underneath. Just wiggle around. If you don't have a hook, you could use a knife. I did it with a knife once, but I chewed up the thing a little bit. I chewed up this thing a little bit. All I'm doing really is just loosening the, because it is attached slightly at the base, right at the bottom, and I certainly don't want to stab myself with this hook. And be careful I don't damage it. Yeah, there's a few scars there, but I'm not worried about those. They'll come out with a bit of acetone on a cotton bud. I'm just prizing it. You can bash it. Another way is to squeeze it in the vise. I have done that before. You know, you just put this in the vise. Once you loosen the back end up, put that over a ring of some kind. Press the front in and it will snap clear. Actually, I could probably demonstrate that. Let me just go and get my vise. I've got a portable one thingy. Well, I've used the hook to loosen it a bit. So, right, I'm going to get this G-clamp, right, and I need a big round ring thingy-majig. Let me think, what can I use? That's too big. But, yeah, a little bit of pressure is all you need really. No, that's too big. Oh, another thing is, yeah, I can use my pliers actually. Pliers. I'll open the jaws. So, right. Now I'll open the jaws on this big vise of mine. I'm going to open the pliers. I'm going to sit this on the back like that. So I'm going to put. I need to open it a bit more. I'm going to stick this over the vise like this, and gently tighten, and you should hear a little snap where not yet. God, that is tight. Let me just take it out and have a look. It didn't ever snap, so maybe it's already loose. Oh, it is. It's already loose. That's why I didn't ever snap. It is loose, look. It's free, so let's have a go. Will it ratchet? Will it work? Clockwise is tightening. This is this is it works. It works. Yay. Just to prove it, it's actually working. Where's my pen? Let's mark a line on there. And the line stays still. And you can hear it, listen. It's clicking as well. Got a good ratchet on there. That is working really well. I don't want to break the ratchet, but it works. So, yeah, forget the brute force. Just a gentle bit of persuasion with a sharp knife and a little hook, and those little burrs that I've made there. No problem. I'll just get a little bit of acetone on my cotton wool. I don't want to get too much else it'll melt it all back together again. That would not be good. That's why I'm using this cotton bud, just to go over them scars that I made. Probably need a bit more than that. Just tap off a bit of the surplus. And there we go. As good as new. And it worked. It's got a good torque on it. I mean, I can't hold it in my I can't hold it like this. It just turns. Look, it actually turns. But I can remove it. I can go backwards, but I can't go forwards because it actually turns in the pliers. Look, I've got the same tension. Look, but it actually works. There you go. So use the knife. Yeah, as I say, just watch the instructions on the video if you're stuck. But remember, the partially printed one, this is the bottom. You have to go in to free the. You have to free the cog from this peg. Stick the knife in at that angle, nearest to the middle, the centre, down there. So it's on this one. I went straight down there. And I pushed it where the sharp edge that way. I went all the way down and freed it to free the ratchet, and that's all I did. Anyway, thanks for watching. Better upload this onto YouTube, I think. And my hook worked too.